Good morning, Rickey. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Eva's Corner, where we talk about all things womanhood, motherhood, and the juiciness in between. And today, Rickey, I got a messy little story. So a married man and his surrogate had an affair, and now they are in a wild custody fight. So what happened was a woman who bore a child for a married couple now wants joint guardianship of the baby because she had an affair with the father. The surrogate identified herself as KB, says that she was engaged in extramarital relationship with the father, who identifies as SB, but volunteered to serve as a surrogate for him and his wife because he wanted to support their marriage. Well, after a failed attempt at insemination, artificially, however, she claimed that he suggested that they went ahead and tried to conceive naturally, the good old-fashioned way, Rickey, and secretly promised her that if it was, in fact, successful, that he would leave his wife and that they would raise the baby on their own. Well, let's go ahead and fast forward a little bit. 4 years. I know it's going to get real messy, Kay. 4 years later, the man is still with his wife, and the surrogate is being denied any visitation at all, and the conflict has made it all the way to the top of the courts. Now, despite KB's claims that she wanted to support this existing marriage and offered to serve as a surrogate for him and his wife 5 years ago, who were having trouble conceiving, the trio allegedly traveled to India in 2016, tried to make it work with frozen embryos. It did not work. Then the wife had no idea that this lady, the surrogate, was sleeping with her husband behind her back, pregnant twice. She has documents of getting rid of those pregnancies by the father, and now is pregnant again and wants full custody of the baby. The courts are in an uproar because they have never seen anything like this and do not know what to do. So the case of who the legal guardians and parents will be still remains to be unseen. Remains to be seen. But Rickey, what do you think about this? Like, who is the mom?
Wow. I'm so confused right now.
Yeah, me too. I'm trying to put all the pieces together.
I'm lost myself.
I just want everybody in this story
so
to
a couple
just,
hired a surrogate, and the husband started to have an affair with the surrogate. Now the surrogate wants the child that they made together to be their child, not the wife's child.
So who egg it is? It is.
It's the surrogate
it's
and
her
the husband's
egg, because
egg, right? But legally, don't the documents state that the husband and wife who initially got the surrogate, but the child belongs to the husband and wife. So can she
How
come
old
in
is
and say
the
the paperwork
child?
does say that.
Okay.
How old is
Five.
the child now?
The child is 5 now. 5 years
I
old.
think CPS, Child
And-
Protective Service, need to come in and take that child from, because these grown folks all sound like a mess.
No.
The
So-
mom is the
I
woman
mean,
who carried the baby, though. Even if they signed the papers over to have the surrogate, that's not her child. That's for the.
Yeah, she signed him over.
That's for the other woman.
And I can see why she would want
But
the
see,
child
that's
now,
you-
but she didn't think of that before. She shouldn't have been messing with the man. Like, huh?
Now, is the
Thank you.
They
surrogate,
went
That's the point.
into it the wrong way. They went into it with the whole wrong idea.
No, they didn't. The husband and wife went into it. They wanted to have a child, so they went to
Right.
the surrogate. The surrogate the man wound up getting feelings with the surrogate, and then he impregnated her.
Because when she produced the egg, he didn't know that ass was that big when he saw it. When he saw it,
no clue, Rick.
coming out of Subway. She was coming out of Subway with that all that little stuff in that cookie in that little plastic bag. He was like, "Damn, shawty."
Yeah.
What did he say special case to when he saw it coming out of Subway?
He said, you know what? He said, we ain't going to do that artificial thing. We going to do this real. We going to do